Hello everyone, it is I, Cock of the Rock. I am back here with a couple new records that I purchased not too long ago. So we're just going to get right into it here. And the first thing that I have is I believe this band may have only made one record. I could be wrong about that though. And that is a Blue Mountain Eagle record. And there's the back. This, as you can see, is not an old one, but actually quite a pretty new record. The cardboard, as you can see, is pretty thick. It's pretty tough cardboard. And I believe this was a Record Day Store pressing that came out quite a few years ago. And as I'm opening it here, you can see it's just on regular black. The vinyl inside is pretty thick, pretty sturdy. And I haven't listened to this record before, but I've basically been getting into a lot of just obscure 70s records, and I saw this one around, and I've heard some really good reviews for it, so I really am excited to listen to it, and I'll probably listen to it for the first time on the turntable just for aesthetic's sake. But this is one record that I found at the record store that's very near to here, and I just thought I'd check it out because I don't see them around too much, and I'm sure the originals probably cost quite a bit of cash because they are it is just kind of this very obscure 70s record, or somewhat obscure, I'd say, for most people, and it probably, as I said before, aren't really around too much in the older copies. So the second thing I have, and I might have shown, well, I sort of showed this another time, but unfortunately the record inside was not what I wanted, or it wasn't what was on the cover, and that is Tiny Tim, or God Bless Tiny Tim. This, I believe, is his first record, first studio album, as he says there on here himself. And there's the back, there's the front again. And here's the inside. As you can see, there's the Reprise record sleeve. And it seems, yeah, so the condition of this is pretty nice. Not really any scratches or anything. Looks really pretty spiffy if you ask me. It looks pretty nice. So I'm really happy that I was able to find this because it wasn't too much money, and it was just, as I said before, I surprisingly found it in one of the used sections that I usually ignore, my local record store, which I've gotten everything here, I believe I've gotten from that particular location in this haul. But yeah, I'm really glad that I was able to get it because I thought I got one last time, but unfortunately the record inside was not the same that was on the cover. But this is one of my favorite records, I'd say. I listen to it all the time, even on non-vinyl, and it always brings a smile to my face when I listen to it. And I'd say probably, like, just about every song on here is pretty great. And probably my two favorites would obviously be maybe his most popular one, which would be Living in the Sunlight, Living in the Moonlight. And let me see here. It would be hard to get a second one just because of everything. I genuinely believe that everything on this record is really perfection. So I think I'm gonna leave that question up to you guys because of what your favorite songs are on this record if you've ever listened to it, because I honestly can't choose at this point. So what we have up next is a Gentle Giant record, Three Friends, and I believe, as you can see, the front and the back, and unlike most records, the opening's at the top, which I find a little interesting. And as I open it here, you can see there's the center of the record, and there's the other center. And this one's in pretty good condition too. It's not too bad. There's a bit of a scratch up here, but most of it looks pretty nice, you can see. And I've listened to most of Gentle Giant's best records, the earliest ones, which are the most well-known. I think they're both the most well put together recordings. And I don't know if I've actually listened to this one. And I was a little bit confused when I first saw the cover, because this actually has, most of the pressings actually don't have the giant face on them. There's another record that has the exact same cover on it. That is, the name doesn't come to my mind at the moment, but I know that there's a record that either comes before or after this one that has the same cover, and I think, this particular record, for some reason, has, this cover that's also on another record, a different one. So I was a little bit confused when I first saw it, and I was worried that I had gotten something that I didn't know if I wanted or not. But this is also supposed to be another really good Gentle Giant record, and I've listened to most of their stuff, and it never really disappointed me. So I think I'll probably enjoy it if I haven't listened to it yet. So what we got here, like going on here, is Blue Frog album, and this looks like, I believe, to be another old record store day pressing that I got from like a discount bin, like what I got I also got this record, which was the Blue Mountain Eagle record. I got them from the same area. So this one is, I believe, it's just an instrumental album, I believe, and I believe it's made by a French musician. I could be wrong about that though, but I think that's where I think that is who made it. And as you can see though, I really like the inside the gatefold here. It looks really cool. I like all the characters and everything in it, and the colors matches really well with the front. And I think I actually tried to find, so I think I saw this at first, and the cover really popped out to me. I really liked it. I really liked what I saw on the front, and I looked it up on the internet, and I couldn't even find some of the stuff on YouTube for a while. I believe I found the full album online eventually, but it was pretty hard. And I was glad I finally decided to buy it because I really enjoyed it. And it's basically like a lot of, as I said before, it's a lot of instrumentals. I think there's a lot of like keyboard kind of music or synthesizer music in it as well. I'll need to listen to it again though to refresh my memory, because it's been a while, but I do remember I really liked it, and I wanted to listen to it repeatedly. So I thought buying a vinyl would not be a bad choice. And as you can see, it's on a really nice blue colored vinyl, and it's also very thick, which is a nice characteristic to have with some of these. I like thick vinyl that's not going to snap or break too easily, and supposedly plays better. I don't know if I can necessarily tell the difference myself, but I do like that it's, as I said before, just a little bit more durable. So let's see here, I have two other things. I don't think either of these things I've actually listened to before, but I'm really interested in some of these artists, and I've always wanted to give them a listen. And the first one that I have here is 1000 Maniacs. And this is an album I've seen recommended online quite a few times. And I believe this is a more famous group, and I've heard of them quite a few times. As I said before, I haven't really listened to the music, but I think I'll probably, they definitely seem to be recommended along with other projects that I like, so I think I'll probably take a liking to this when I give it a chance. And I believe this is it's a promotional copy. So when I was looking on Discogs, it had the special stickers on it, as you can see. And yeah, there isn't too much, I don't think, to look at inside here. They actually have a really cool inner sleeve, as you can see. There's the front, there's the back, which I believe has the lyrics on it. And here's the inside. There's an electro record. Let me just put it in here. So yeah, 1000 Maniacs. I am pretty excited to listen to this one. I don't have a turntable with me, so I might just give it a go online and not wait, just because not necessarily something that I need to listen to. I don't necessarily need to have the vinyl aesthetic at the moment for this one, but I don't know. I might wait. We'll see. So the last thing I have here is actually something I didn't think I was going to find. It's another kind of a bargain bin item that I just happened to come across by luck, and that is Sparklehorse, It's a Wonderful Life. And there's the back there. This is another record with a really thick sleeve. And I don't know, I've learned that I kind of like records with thicker sleeves, because like the records themselves, they're a lot more durable, they're less easy, they're a lot less vulnerable to breakage, and they last a little bit longer, I'd say. And so yeah, this is a Sparklehorse record. I believe this is one of the first or second ones. Or it's one of the first several records, I think, though I don't think they made a whole lot. And yeah, I've listened to some of their music. I don't know if I haven't listened to this particular record before, but it's sort of like this indie folkish type stuff. And from what I understand, the lead guy unfortunately passed in 2010, so I don't know if they're really active anymore. But the name definitely caught my eye, and I've been definitely checking out their stuff, and I hope to maybe get into it more as this year progresses. So this is a Sparklehorse record. Here's just one last look at it. And I was hoping that this was going to be a little bit earlier pressing from like '01, but I think it's just, I think this is something from maybe like 2016, 2017. It was just a repress, which is fine too. But it was just, oh yeah, it was just later pressing. And yeah, as you can see there's the inside. Oops. And that's about it for everything here. Yeah, so that is about it for everything here. I don't know if any of you noticed, but I'm wearing a Black Flag shirt. I went to a concert. It was, I think, last month, so that was pretty fun. So yeah, so that is it with the records I have so far. I don't know when I'll be doing another review. I don't know if there's any events coming up that would interest me, or if there's anything else that I'll want to. I'm not entirely sure if there's any other opportunity that I'll have if I want to purchase anything else for a while, but that is the stuff that I've gotten so far, and I hope you all have good luck in your collecting pursuits, and I hope you all have a good day.